Good evening, my loves. Welcome to Deanna's Weekly Coaching Gem here on Destination Deanna. For those of you who are new, I am Deanna, the Love Guide, and I want you to consider Destination Deanna your self help learning library for all things love. We talk about relationships, self awareness, self help, marriage, all of the good stuff. And we are on the tail end of the Art of Love Attraction series. So it is a 4-part series that I developed to cover some very specific arts when it comes to love attraction. And these are all tools that you can use in order to further your progress on your love attraction journey. So last week was part 3. We talked about the art of expectation. I hope that you all took that lesson with you and started to expect all of the wonderful things that you are working towards, expecting those things to come to pass. And today we are on part 4, which is the art of evidence. So before I get into the lesson, let me go ahead and check the comments because I see a few already running in. Oh, this is funny. Alice said, my notifications are set. She set this from earlier. I know that's right. Alice. My honey is here. Thank you so much, baby, for always being so supportive. Hey, Bree. Just watching. Cool. Oh, hey, Dawn. Dawn is the newest member of the Love Attraction Mastery membership. She's already getting started. She's a member of the Queen's Court. So my VIP ladies, hey, Dawn. Hey, Will. Are you Alice? Y'all are funny. So let's get into the lesson. So I always start off with what is my intention? What can you look to get out of tonight's lesson? And my intention tonight is really to inspire you to be aware of the love evidence that's around you and provide these tangible examples for how it already exists so that you can stop missing these signs, right? And what I'm not doing. I'm not telling you to delusionally think that everything is a confirmation for the things you want that you haven't done the work for. So I am telling you to believe in the evidence that is around to support what you are working towards. But let's not be delusional. If you're not doing the work, no, that's not a sign. Let's be clear. And when I say work, because we're not really about work, you know what I mean? We're about flow. We're about being. But in this case, when I say work, I'm meaning the self-alignment work that you are doing to prepare yourself for what you desire. We definitely believe in alignment and preparation. So when I say work, that's what I'm meaning. The preparation that you are doing in expectation of the love you desire. So that's what we're doing, right? And do I gotta ignore y'all in the comments tonight? Oh, y'all are just talking. Yes. Delusionally. Yes, Bree, you already know. You see it. You see the posts. So just a reminder, and this is why the series is the art of. I want everyone to feel comfortable and know that although these lessons are rooted in laws, proven things, right? I'm teaching you the art of it because art is a skill acquired by experience, study, or observation. So I've got the experience, I've studied it. You are observing, right? So you can master the art as well. You don't have to take years and kind of study it and do all of that. Of course, you can do your own studying, but I've kind of done all of that for you. I'm presenting it to you and you can take this and run with it, okay? So that's how you all can get mastery of these lessons. And for tonight, evidence. It is the available body of facts or information indicating whether a belief or proposition is true or valid. So it basically is what exists to support your belief, what exists to validate and make it true. That's what I want you to think of when you think of evidence. All right. Now, let me go ahead and share my evidence story, right? My evidence story. So, the concept of evidence, I learned of it from actually my mentor turned really, really good friend, Tasha Chen, now Tasha Batts. She was teaching inside of her introductory program. That's now something different, but that's how I was introduced to her. She was literally teaching after we did some healing work, and I worked with her in regards to money, manifesting money, right? She was teaching after we did some healing. She was teaching us about how we can raise our vibration and manifest money quicker in larger amounts if we learn to see the evidence of the flow of money. So we did like a challenge, and every day we had to look for evidence of money. Now, let me give you examples. So evidence of money could be a refund that you get, right? Evidence of money could be getting a discount or getting a bill forgiven. Evidence of money could be walking down the street and seeing change on the ground. Evidence of money could be pictures of money, songs that talk about money. Like anything can be evidence to prove it, right? So, as I was learning that, I was manifesting money left and right, left and right. And I realized what was happening is my awareness of money changed my relationship with it. It started to, I started to expect it, right? I was no longer, chasing after things. I was no longer in a negative spin. I was retraining my mind to see money a certain way and to see the evidence of money all the time. So at that point, obviously, I'm a relationship coach. Everything is about love. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to train myself to see love like this. I'm pouring into people. I need to always have a high vibration of love. I need to be able to show people how it exists. I need to help them change their mind. So I need to start with myself. I'm going to always see love, right? Always. I literally said to myself, and I wrote this down because I saw it on an old post, right? I literally said, I am going to see love everywhere. Everywhere I go, there will be evidence of love, right? Everywhere I go. So quiz time. For you all that have been paying attention and you've been showing up. What is that the art of? Me saying that. I'm teaching you about evidence tonight, but me saying that. What is that the art of? Let me look at y'all going off in the comments. Hey, Alice, I see your hair now. I want to have this master today. You know what? You can. This lesson, I believe you can. Especially my ladies that are already in my membership, have been a part of my Queen's Court. We've already talked about this. You all already are in the practice of doing this, because in the membership, we post our evidence every week. So we're already in the practice of doing this. So Bree, I'm not going to say you've mastered it, but you're well aware of it. Maybe it's just taking it to the next level. You're already there. Yep. I don't know what made sense, but I'm sure it was good. Thanks. Oh yeah. You definitely, Bree. You can take this and it's transferable. So obviously you all are here and we're talking about love, but the art of evidence can apply to anything. So anything that you're desiring. So if it's about finances, you can have evidence of money, right? If it's about, I don't know, kindness, you can have evidence of kindness. Whatever it is, there's evidence of it. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. Look at that. See, I'm going to do that. My energy drink was on sale. Pay attention, like look through your day and you will start to see more and more evidence. And for you, Bree, it's not just money. You want evidence of abundance, right? So whatever it is you want it at a high level and start to see every little thing as an evidence of that. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, guys. Yes, it was expectation. Okay, Dawn. All right. Yes, it was expectation. Yes, Bree, it was expectation. Everything that I teach is from the laws of attraction. So I'll give you credit for that too, Alice. Bonus point. Yes, on your way. I know, babe. Look at Dawn. She's on it. Hey, Toya. So glad you're here. Yes, it's the title of the video. Yes. All right, so that was my story. Like, that's how I first got introduced to the concept of evidence. And it has literally stuck with me ever since. And that's why, like, everything that I teach, every community I have, there's some form of let's look for the evidence, right? Because it does aid in manifesting and attracting. So let's talk about missed signs, okay? But I want you to know that these missed signs are also examples of love. So first of all, this is not everything. We would be here all night if I was giving you every single thing. But I've tried to lump a few things together to tell you the missed opportunities. And when I say missed opportunities, I'm meaning that you just think they're everyday things. You see it, but you don't really think beyond it. It's kind of just matter of fact. When we're talking about evidence, I now want you to see these things as examples of love. These are evidence. When you see these things happening, it should make you happy. You should be like, oh, love is in the neighborhood. Right? So love must be on its way to me because I keep seeing evidence of it. So what are the missed signs or the examples of love? Weddings. Come on, anytime you see a wedding announcement, wedding invitations, ceremonies, vow renewals, wedding songs, it is evidence of love, right? Number 2, in the same vein, proposals. Whenever you see engagement rings, announcements, posts, planning, anything regarding proposals and engagements, that's evidence. Evidence. You want to celebrate. If you are my Facebook friend, you will literally see me celebrating everyone's evidence all the time. Whenever I have time to be on social media, that's what I'm doing. I'm either posting in my community, on my page, or I'm like celebrating others, encouraging others. Why? Because I need my love evidence ever flowing. Because this is what I do. I pour into others. So I need to have it like an overabundance of it to flow out of me. So I'm always looking for the evidence. So anytime I see an announcement, an engagement ring, someone being serious, I'm on it. I am on it. I am celebrating them, right? The grandeur life. I love that that's your name. I love that. Absolutely. So number 3, same thing, anniversaries or any type of celebrations that you see other couples have. If you see a husband shouting out his wife, if you see a wife catering to her husband, if you see a husband doing something amazing for his wife, if you see someone talking about settling down, if you see someone talking about they want to get married, celebrating like anniversaries, anything like that. That is cause for celebration for you. You should be like, yup, that's my evidence. That's my evidence. People are getting married around me. They're celebrating anniversaries. Love is healthy. You should be excited about those things, right? Number 4, baby showers, family gatherings. So, I mean, literally, if you're looking to, have kids, baby showers, you should be celebrating the fact that people are having babies. Pregnancy is happening. It's going healthy. That is evidence that it can happen for you also. Especially like, let's just say, I know when I was overweight, like severely overweight, now I'm just like a little, but when I was severely overweight, I was encouraged when I saw other overweight women carrying healthily, because to me, I'm like, well, if she can do it, I can do it too. I didn't know it was evidence at the time. I didn't understand how it worked, but now I do. So baby showers, when you see family gatherings, you see people celebrating their family, that should give you cause to be like, wow, when I have my family, that's what we can do. Oh, this exists. People are close. They like their in-laws, right? I know a lot of us think that you can't do that, but there are people that love their in-laws. I love my in-laws, right? I actually call them my in-loves. They call me their daughter-in-love. That's how much we love each other. So yes, 5, loving acts, kind gestures, compliments. Whenever you see that. Now, sometimes you'll receive it and it'll be direct. You should really celebrate that when it's direct. But even when you see it happen for others, when you see good things happening to people, when you see them getting complimented, it is cause for celebration, right? We are all God's children. We are all recipients of God's goodness. So when you see someone else getting blessed, you should be like, oh yes, God is in the blessing mood. Like, it's coming. It's on its way. Like, mine is coming. You should be excited about it. And I'm just going to give a bonus. And again, this wasn't the all-encompassing list. It was just the immediate things I wanted to point out, right? Parent, child, teacher, student, mentor, mentee. These are all loving relationships that are non-romantic. So I don't want you to think that it has to be a romantic thing in order for it to be evidence of love. Yes, most of you are here because you want romantic love. However, seeing the existence of love, the evidence of love, period, attracts it to you faster. So it doesn't have to be romantic love for it to count, right? So look at the interactions between parents and children, teachers and students, mentors, mentees, any type of relationship that is healthy, loving, thoughtful, anything like that. It's evidence of love. So I've given you the examples, right? I've told you about the missed signs, things that are happening around you that you weren't. After this, you're going to see it as evidence now. Prior to, you might have missed it. Those are the examples of love. Well, I'm going to tell you what not to do. There's 3 specific things that you should avoid when it comes to recognizing evidence, right? The very first thing, don't be jealous. Do not be jealous. Do not be envious of what someone else has. You don't know what they had to go through to get it. You don't know what they have to do to keep it. That's why when we see things that look good, we should just applaud it, count it as evidence. Let it be positive. Don't poke holes in it. I'm sorry, I'm getting into the second one. The second one is speak negatively. Don't speak negatively. Don't poke holes in it. Don't talk about, oh, well, yeah, he bought her a car, but he's probably cheating. Don't do that. Don't speak negatively. Don't put any negative juju on it, right? You don't want any bit of jealousy or envy. That is negative. It is a deterrent to love. Hear me clearly. Jealousy, envy, anything negative is a deterrent to love. Okay? It repels it. So if you want to attract love, you want love in your life, you need to be positive. You need to be seeing this evidence and celebrating it and applauding it. And the third thing, don't ignore it. Don't ignore the evidence. Now that I've made you aware of this, it's your duty to see it all the time and to recognize it as evidence. It's no longer just a wedding. Oh, it's a beautiful wedding. That's an evidence of love. It's a beautiful wedding. That's an evidence of commitment. It's a beautiful wedding. That's evidence of marriage is happening despite what we might see in the news or statistics or things like that. So do not ignore the evidence. So that's the lesson. There we go. Quick to it, good. I felt it. I felt the spirit tonight. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Whenever I have a really important lesson, and don't get me wrong, I believe that every lesson I've taught is important, but there are certain ones where it is of greater importance at the time. So I don't know if it's because who's going to be watching, they really need it. I don't know if it's because it's going to shift something for the people that follow me. I don't know that part. I just know that there's been a few times on these lives, and I have probably over 300 at this point, where I've had a difficult time preparing. And not because I didn't know the information. Everything I teach, I live. So honestly, the preparation that I do for these lessons is like, okay, how much can I give them without overwhelming them? How can I present this in a way that it's fun? People are engaged and they want to hear it. It's uplifting, but it's still like, get into it. That's what I mean by preparation. And I had a really hard time preparing for this one. So you all that are here, heed this lesson. This lesson could really make the difference in whether or not you attract love in 3 months or 3 years. I don't know who that is for. It is for someone. I felt it in my spirit. I had a difficult time preparing for this. I was nervous. I'm never nervous. I'm never nervous. I love to talk to you all. I love to teach. This is my life. It's not hard to do. But I was nervous today. So please take this lesson. Take it. Apply it. If you are in my Love Attraction community, please post it. And let me just say, the doors of the Love Attraction Mastery membership are open. They're about to close on March 31st, though. So this teaching is evidence. It's evidence for you. Learning will unlock your next level. So join us. Go to destinationdiana.com. Click on the banner at the top. Get the information. You can see the levels that we have. If you become a member of My Queen's Court, in addition to the general membership, you also get additional one-on-one time with me and additional benefits. So there's the invitation. Now, let's get to the Q&A. So does anyone have any questions about the lesson, about how to see evidence? Do you have an example of something? What questions do you have? Or situations that you have going on? It's open time. You can ask whatever you want. I missed a couple of comments, so I'm just going to put those up while you guys are putting your questions. I'm always seeing evidence of love, marriage, family, etc. I need to start paying attention. Right. You need to start, well, you are paying attention because you said you're always seeing it. So now that you know it's happening around you, shift your perspective of it. So it's not just happening, it's happening and you're seeing it for a reason. The reason is it's evidence of the things that you desire. So see it that way now. Oh, thank you, Alice. I'm glad it was good. It's for you. Okay, well, take it. Take it if it's yours. My nervousness is evidence. Yeah, it's evidence of the mommy. Sit on the bed. Sit on the bed. Why? Okay. Sorry, guys. We are doing a challenge. Absolutely. In the Love Attraction community, it's free to be in there. So join, go to Facebook. In groups, Love Attraction Community is the only one. Join us. Join us. We're doing a challenge right now where we're talking about evidence. And what that's doing is it's going to raise the vibration of all of us because all of us are focused on it. We're focused on seeing it. We're sharing it. So that means we're going to shed light on something for people that might not have been visible to them before. So please join us. I love and love to see it, but I think I have to go do some self-work. I'm in the give up stage. Well, I think a lot of people are discouraged, right? Discouraged from either their situations, relationships that they've had, what they're seeing happen around them. It's easy to get discouraged. But if you adopt this lesson of evidence, this is one way that you can start to shift your perspective from negative to positive. At first, it might feel a little weird, right? It might feel like you're being fake because you don't see it that way. But literally, if you keep at it, it will shift your mindset about seeing these things. You will literally welcome it. Like for me, if you follow me on Instagram, I often post on my stories love evidence. And you'll always hear me saying, I see love everywhere I go. When I travel, I always see the words love. I always see people getting married, proposed. Like I always see it. It's to the point one day I was traveling and a couple of people on the shuttle, their last name was Love. Like, and they just struck up a conversation with me. I didn't say anything to them, but it's like, look, I attract love wherever I go. I see the evidence of love all the time, every day in multiple ways. I love to see it. So if you train yourself to think that way, you will have an abundance of the love feeling. More of it will come, more of what you desire will come quicker. I like the not digging in and trying to find disclaimers when you see happy couples. Listen, I see this so often. And when I see people do that, I'm like, oh, what a waste of evidence. What a waste. Like God, universe, source, whatever you say, I say God, is sending you a sign. She's allowing you to see love happening. And what's your response? Your response is, yeah, he's probably whatever, or she's probably this. She don't deserve that. Why does he like her? She's ugly. She's not even cute enough for him. All the things. And listen, I'm not judging. There was a point in my life where I did that. And I did that when I was not happy with myself, when I was not doing the work on myself, when I was in negativity. That's the vibe that I had. Once I did the work and once I started to purposely intend to be positive, intend to see evidence, intend to expect, everything changed for me. And that is literally what I teach my ladies. I teach them piece by piece how to basically rehab themselves, renovate themselves to be new and improved. And this is a big part of it. just watching. I hate when people do that. It's weird, right? It feels weird, right? Because it's the opposite of what should be happening. Anything involving love should be positive, right? It should feel good. It shouldn't feel negative, down, heavy. It shouldn't feel like that. Thank you, Bree. Okay, so we're going to get into other examples, right? Someone returned my phone after I dropped it. Now, some people could say, oh, no big deal, go on about their day, not think about that. That's an evidence of being loved, being taken care of, right? Something good happening. It's a gesture, a kind one. That's love. And when you start to see it, you'll see it everywhere. You'll see that everything is love, literally. Yeah, that's a whole different way to think about it, to attract it. Absolutely. And it works. It's proven. Anything I teach you is not a guess. It's been proven with my life and backed up with the work I do with other people, right? And I'm a student. So I didn't just do this and then stop. Right? I experienced it and then I'm like, God, give me the revelation. Give me all the information to back it up. Give me all the mentors to support it. So you can trust me. Hi, Jamie. I definitely see evidence of things I desire now more than ever. That means it's close. So when you see the evidence, the next thing you should be doing is, well, having gratitude, obviously, that you see it. Like, oh, I'm thankful to see that. And then assuming yours is coming. So showing the gratitude already before it comes. And preparing, like make sure you are prepared to carry and to maintain what it is you desire. Because if you can't maintain it, it's not going to come. God is too smart, too loving to give us things that we're not fully ready for. And obviously we think we're ready now, right? When we want it, we think we're ready, but God knows. I need to make sure that he is prepared to keep his wife. I need to make sure that she is prepared to keep her husband. So that's why it's not coming. It's not coming because you're not ready. Doesn't mean you're not deserving. Doesn't mean you're not doing the work, but maybe there's still something that you need to work on so when it comes, you don't mess it up. Do you want it to come fast and you just experience it really quickly and then it goes because you messed it up? Or do you want to take the time, work on it, get yourself really prepared so that when it comes, you can keep it? That's what I help you do, by the way. What you think about expands. I knew you were going to say this. Thank you, honey. Thank you for the backup. You can definitely put your Wayne Dyer quote in there too, and I'll put that up. So what you think about expands. Once you realize that, you'll experience paying attention to what you think about, right? So take that. What you think about expands. So if you see evidence of love and you think something negative, what's going to happen? That's going to multiply. Your belief that it's negative will expand. It's going to grow. It's going to multiply. You're going to have more of it. So when you see it and you're like, oh, that's evidence of love. I'm so excited. It can happen for me. What do you think's going to happen? You're going to see more of it, have more opportunities to feel like that. And that means it's closer to you. I will say when I first got your workbook, it absolutely was working. The person I was dealing with started changing. Then the devil was like, nah, you tried it. LOL. So I think I need her to. You might. There's people in my membership that they're on their second or third iteration of my journal. My mom has my journal. This is her third time with it, right? It's mine. I created it. I do it all the time. I teach it. Literally, you get something different each time, and you're more prepared each time you do it. So it's like you unlock another level. I'm talking about my love attraction journal. If you don't have that, you can go to destinationdiana.com and get you a love attraction journal, and you'll be in the know. That will help you. It'll help you see evidence. It'll help you create. Bree had a moment of clarity today. Okay, I'm gonna skip down because I think that's what you're sharing the moment. My flaws are still worthy. I don't need to come perfect. I just need to show up willing to learn. That's really good. I need to leave that on the screen for a little while because that's a huge lesson. It's one I had to learn also. And I realized that I was holding myself back because I thought flaws, some of them aren't even flaws, right? They're just things that need a little extra love, right? But I thought they would be the reason why someone wouldn't want to commit or wouldn't want to marry me or wouldn't want to love me. But in reality, once I accepted myself and my flaws, and I fully embraced the journey of learning me and accepting me, I attracted someone who did that as well. I attracted someone who didn't see my flaws. It wasn't flaws to him. It was just a part of me. And he loved me. So he loved everything that came with me. And that is what will happen for each one of you. When you start to accept yourself in that way and you realize that your particular reasons. Now, that doesn't mean we can't improve, right? There's things about me that I'm continuing to improve. We're always going to be doing that. But you are worthy of love right now. Right now. What level of love do you want? What level of relationship do you want? What level of partnership do you want? And Alice said, I'm enjoying the process of getting prepared so I can keep what God has for me. That's beautiful, right? Because so often we're on the journey and we're thinking about the destination so much so that we don't enjoy the journey to it. We just want that so bad. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, the things that you pick up along the way are going to build the destination to be even more beautiful. You will appreciate it. It's like, your parents used to say to you, like, you're not going to really appreciate things you don't earn. You don't appreciate what's just given to you. So there needs to be a process. And that way you're going to appreciate it even more. Brianna, same. I'm in my 30s. I'm shaving off years of stress. I'm going to look so young at 40. Absolutely. I feel like, how old am I? Look, that is literally me. That was not improv and nothing. Like, literally, that's how I say this. Like, almost every day I ask my husband, how old am I? I'm 41 years young, right? And I believe that if you look at my photos from 10 years ago, I look so much better, so much better, so much more alive, so much more full of love, full of life. I mean, in shape, obviously. But yes, doing the work, you're going to look that much better. So yes. Okay. Wayne Dyer, he's one of our favorites. We didn't have the pleasure of meeting him in person, but I would consider him a mentor. We love his teachings. Make your future dream a present fact by assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Make your future dream a present fact. So what you desire to experience in the future, you can make that a fact if you start assuming what it feels like. So you want to be that amazing wife? What does that feel like? What does that amazing wife do? Right? Assume the feeling. Yes, absolutely worthy. I thought someone stole my first journal. Now I have two. Well, if you haven't used one, maybe you can gift it to somebody. Yes, maybe you can gift it to somebody, or who knows, maybe one you need to finish now and then one you need to do in a couple months. I don't know. Glad you found it though. Amen. Yes, amen. Create your world. I love that. I love that. Create your world. That's exactly what we're talking about. Yes, the prep. Absolutely. The preparation phase is actually a blessing. And when we see it that way, we start to feel it, right? I want to be ready. I keep getting held back. You keep getting held back, or you keep allowing things or people to hold you back, right? You're in control of you. I know it might not feel like it when we're in certain circumstances and situations, but the reality is what you experience is a result of your decisions. So if you don't like what you're getting, you need to change something about that. And it might be time to have an objective person help you see it. I've always been into self-help, right? I've always read all the self-help books. I would diet. I could do anything. I could transform anything. I've always had that gift since I was younger. But it wasn't until I actually got a mentor who could look at what I was doing and point out the simplest thing and help me make certain connections where I took off. I'm serious. I've always had this gift. I've been a coach for 9 years, but I didn't really get a mentor until about little over maybe 3 years ago. That's when I really invested. I mean, I've had other mentors in my life that poured into me and I'm thankful for them, but I mean investment. Like I paid for this person to tell me about myself. I paid for this person to point things out to me and give me advice and say things that the people who love me were not going to say. They're not going to say it. Don't depend on your friend. I don't care how good your best friend is. Don't depend on your mom. I don't care how good your mom is. There's certain things that they can't tell you because they love you in a way. You need a mentor who is going to love you in a capacity like they want to see the best for you, but they don't love you like they're tied to you like your family who's going to shy away from the truth. It might be time for that. What does my husband say? Turn that around and assume the feeling. I am ready. Nothing will hold me back. So changing that mindset. See, my husband's a mentor. Helped you out right there. The man that's aligned for me, he's going to be so happy to come home. His toes are going to curl. When his friends say they going out, my man going to proudly say, I'm going home. My family is waiting on me. Yup. And you got evidence of it. It's around you all the time. So you know it's true. You know it happens. You see other couples having that. So you're not thinking of this weird thing that doesn't exist. There's evidence of it already happening around you. Self-doubt because of failed attempts is my problem. I'm also in my 30s. Whoa, so old. What? 30s, you're the bomb. What are you talking about? 20s, okay, we may have had smaller waists then, but we ain't know nothing. We was out here doing whatever because we was 20 thinking we knew everything. In your 30s, you actually know something about life. You've actually gained some experience. You actually know more about yourself so you can make different decisions. You should feel empowered. Feel empowered now. 30s is amazing. You're starting from experience. It's a good thing. Yep. Oh, that's Fanny. Another new member of the Love Attraction membership and a part of the Queen's Court. All my ladies is here. I love it.
ladies. Hello.
Both because I chose to talk to that person thinking it was going to go somewhere. Self-inflicted. You're not alone. That's the best thing I can tell you, right? It feels so isolating when we're dealing with things that aren't going right. We're probably beating ourselves up about decisions we've made, things we've allowed. And we're kind of like, why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. Everything happens for a reason. You needed to learn something, right? If it doesn't work, if it doesn't last, it was a lesson. So what are you supposed to learn from that? Right? What information can you take with you onto your next experience so it doesn't turn out like that? I've decided that I'm financially stable. I own multiple businesses and God is using my life to show people what his grace can do. My time is next up. It's probably tomorrow. It's probably now. It's right now because you've already declared it. It's already happening. It's already in the atmosphere.
I agree with that person.
That's Brianna.
I agree with you, Brianna.
Yes. See, like Bree's not playing with this. She's done the work. So guess what? Now her words are an expectation. She expects these things to be true because she knows she's worthy and she knows she's doing the work. It's not about being perfect. It's not about having it all figured out, but it is about learning what about yourself you can improve, continuing to do so, being more positive, and walking in that new you. Look, come on, Dawn. I'm 40, so I'm ready. Exactly. You don't got to go through all the little kid games. You can skip right past that. We don't need 2 and 3 years to be with somebody to know whether or not we want to settle down. No. Hold on. 30s is 10 in adult years.
That's brilliant.
No, that's Alice. That's a good way to put it, Alice. I love that. Yes, I'm rolling too. Clearly. Yes, you're right. Come on now. Come on. Don't walk, don't dance, I float. Why? Because that's our feminine flow. You don't have to do nothing hard. It just comes because we are prepared. I'm just walking around on rainbows. I might wear my skates tomorrow. Watch what you attract tomorrow. Oh, honey, here he goes in coach mode. Self-inflicted happens to all of us. It absolutely does. We've all had those moments too, where we regret things, we feel bad, we shame, we beat up on ourselves. The key to that, don't pick at the scab while healing is taking place. Ooh. All right. All right, Pastor Will. Okay. Yes. Come on now. All right, y'all. If y'all don't got no questions, I got a new bedtime because yes, I am gonna keep it. Listen, this is part of my new level. Okay. I need more rest. I've been doing too much work. My husband has reminded me I need to be in and out. Okay.
Her mother's here to make sure she's in bed.
Yes, and here's my mother here to make sure. It's 10:30, Mom. Relax.
I'm tucking you in.
Okay. All right, Mom. All right, cool. So let me give you my coaching gem to end the night. This has been great. Thank you guys for participating and listening. The more evidence you are aware of, the more gratitude you will express, the more you will assume the feeling of it being true, the closer you are to experiencing it for yourself. Let me just leave that. Okay? Let me just leave that. You didn't get nothing else tonight. Please get that. Please get that. And listen, this lesson served as evidence. It's evidence that learning will unlock your next level. Guidance will unlock your next level. Community will unlock your next level. If you like what I teach on the live, imagine what I teach in my community, where I don't have to censor myself at all, because it's not on YouTube. It's not anything like that. It's in my private community. So I can dig even deeper. I can get right to it. And the lessons are reinforced because you have myself and you have my amazing husband, Will, who is the other mentoring support in the membership, to make sure that you're able to actually apply these lessons. So if you know you're like tired of what you're experiencing regarding love and you need these lessons, you need this support, join the membership. I'm serious. We're closing the doors on March 31st. And this is the last time that you can sign up for 3 months. After that, our membership is going to a 6-month model, because we already know you need at least 6 months to do this work. But we're allowing for one final time people to sign up for 3 months. So if you know you need to be in there, you know this was evidence. If what I was saying was speaking to you, it was resonating to you, if you were picking up what I was putting down, get in the membership. Go to destinationdiana.com. Right at the top is the banner. You can click on it and you'll have the information there and can sign right up. I'm sorry. There's lots of comments. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. If anybody had a question, if you have a question about the membership as well, you can type that in. Yes, evidence. Absolutely. Yes, I need my beauty rest. Absolutely. I got a lot to do tomorrow. Thank you, baby. You're welcome. Great lesson. Thank you, honey. I'm gonna call you as soon as I hang up. You're gonna see what you can do. Don't see what you can do. Do what you can do. All right. Love you guys. Remember, every Monday we are here, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Every Monday. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do that. And let me tell you, one of the things you can do that does not cost anything is share the channel. Share the channel. Invite people to come and get the lessons. Spread the love, if for no other reason than to make the world a better place. If we're all learning about love, we're going to be more loving. You're going to deal with less crap from people. Okay? So share the channel. Make sure you're subscribed, set up your notifications so you won't miss anything. I am probably going to be doing some lives this week because I'm trying to get the word out about the membership. So, yeah. I love you all. Please remember, God is love. We are of God. So attracting love is easy, especially when you have me as your guide. All right. I'll see you guys next week.